This video's for you, Chaps Magoo.
Atla Palani versus Felisa Fang of Silverquill, the Dragon, and Tazri. See if I can get through this without coughing and spluttering. I haven't been too well recently. Didn't know that Felisa is finally available on Magic Online either. About a year later, so definitely going to build her. Don't like the colours there, so we will mulligan into just a fistful of ramp and can get that out ready for Atla Palani to be activated maybe the turn she comes out. Going to empty our hand quickly with this one, but I will keep it. Draw into another land. We want to get down Sol Ring into the Talisman here, so I will shock down the Sacred Foundry. A Sol Ring has come down from the Dragon as well, so we assume that they just drew into that. And then seeing a Prismatic Omen to fix their colours. Didn't realise a Mox Tantalite has been exiled here as well, so it goes down to 2 time counters on that. Lightning Greaves from Felisa. We draw into Thornbite Staff, so we can get... I was going to take the opportunity to get down a tap land here, but we can get both the 1000-Year Elixir and Thornbite Staff out. So let's go for the Sunpetal Grove. Looks like some kind of snow deck here. We see Ascendant Spirit for Tazri. As foretold from the Dragon, seen some unusual cards here, I think. Vampiric Rites from Felisa, so maybe gone for a Vampire Tribal theme. Now, the Dragon has held up a couple of mana, including blue here, 4 cards in hand. There's a Sky Shroud Claim. Won't mind doing that after Atla Palani's come down, so let's play the Misty Rainforest. And we'll go for our commander. So casting my commander, that comes down straight away and triggers the Thornbite Staff because our commander is a shaman. So we get the Thornbite Staff freely equipped onto our commander. And thanks to the 1000-Year Elixir, we can make an egg token whenever we like here, even though it has Summoning Sickness. A Search for Glory, searching for a legendary or saga card, or a snow permanent. And has searched up Garth One Eye. I haven't actually seen much play of Garth One Eye, considering all the excitement that was based around that commander when it was spoiled. Then the 1/1 swings in towards the Dragon. Actually a good job they've got the Prismatic Omen here, because missing red mana at the moment, but there we go, they can get double red thanks to that Prismatic Omen. And that is a flyer with haste that can't be countered. And then going for the Fire Breathing on this, it's nowhere near its 20 power, thankfully. And punishing the 5 colour player for swinging in towards them. I was half expecting them to swing in towards us. We are looking pretty good at the moment. The Mox Tantalite coming into play now, after being suspended on turn 1. And yeah, might still not be a Vampire Tribal. It might be a plus counter sub-theme, but drawing a Liberator of Malakir suggests it might be Vampire Tribal. Gets the Lightning Greaves on there, goes in towards the Dragon player. Probably a good idea for us to gang up on the Dragon before they go crazy, because, yeah, the Dragon is really good once it gets going. Drana will put a plus counter on itself here. We get ourselves a Rhythm of the Wild, getting all the support cards here. Luckily, we can drag creatures out of our deck with an egg token, assuming we can have those die. Let's go after the Sky Shroud Claim here. Getting a couple of untapped lands here because we can shoot a 1 toughness creature with the staff and then have Atla Palani on tap and still create an egg token. Yeah, we either shoot an egg token to start making some creatures, or we can shoot this if we feel desperate to. I can't see myself bothering to get rid of that, in all honesty. We can also go for Temple Garden now, the land that is cool to hate. And is switched on after that Sky Shroud Claim. Yeah, so we can actually shoot this, an egg, and make an egg, can't we? Anyway, we'll pass at that, leave our options open. Obviously can untap our commander with the 1000-Year Elixir also to make another egg token, so maybe just 2 eggs during this turn cycle, we'll see. Sure-footed Infiltrator now. And can't be blocked if you tap another rogue. When it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Not really worried about that. Now trying to show the Dragon player that they're not looking towards them. Maybe trying to dissuade the Inferno, not swinging at them. They go in towards Felisa this time. As foretold, now with 2 counters on it, so they'll be able to cast a 2-mana spell for free. Now focusing on the Vampire player. I'm very surprised we're being left alone here. The Inferno swinging into the right. And they do activate the Fire Breathing at least once. Nothing else to do this turn apparently, dumping all the mana into fire breathing, making that an 11-6. Now we see Felisa coming into play, and deciding not to swing in, so it looks like we can get through to the end step. I think I'll just make some egg tokens here, make as many as I can. Untap Atla Palani with the 1000-year elixir, make another one. And then we're just into a Yavimaya, unfortunately, so might as well get down the Rhythm of the Wild. Rhythm of the Wild, make sure our creatures can't be countered, and then non-token creatures come in with a plus counter or haste. And then we've got exactly enough mana to do the same again, so we can make a couple of eggs, we can shoot something with 1 toughness if we want to, we can untap with 1000-year elixir. I think it might be time to start cracking some eggs over the next turn cycle. Problem is, we're down to just 1 card in hand now, but hopefully get something decent from these egg tokens. Seeing Garth One-Eye being cast from the 5-colour player now. Then the 2/3 rogue swings in towards the Dragon, and they will draw a card when that hits, going up to 5 in hand. Alright, here we go. Destroy all non-dragon creatures. So that means we just make a couple of eggs here then. Make one from Atla Palani, untap with the 1000-year elixir, make another one, and we'll be left with some dinosaurs in play after this board wipe. So a bunch of Atla Palani triggers on the stack, some of which are from the staff. So we actually only get 5 egg triggers here. We see the Felisa trigger as well. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, if it had counters on it, then you get some Inkling tokens. The first dinosaur for us, Thrashing Brontodon. And might as well have things come in with plus counters here. Not much point in things having haste, I don't think. Then it is Raging Swordtooth. Don't have anything that benefits from Enrage, unfortunately, which is why that is in there. Then a Regisaur Alpha, followed by Zatalpa. That's a really good one to get into. And then a Goring Ceratops. Whenever it attacks other creature you control, gain double strike. And it's just the one Inkling over here from the Drana having a plus counter on it. And our opponent needs to be very careful swinging in here because we're going to be able to whack them for a lot of damage next turn. So not swinging in towards us, turning their creature in sideways though. They go in towards Tazri and then deciding against it. And then deciding again to swing in towards Tazri, who's still only on 36, surprisingly. Not holding up the blue mana and going for the fire breathing onto Inferno for 8 damage as well. 3 counters on the As Foretold though, so could still use some disruption throughout the board. We see another vampire in Yeheni Undying Partisan now, came out just a turn too late unfortunately. That is followed by Orzhov Advocist. So I think we need to take this opportunity to one-shot the Dragon. They did bring this on themselves with the Crux of Fate, so I don't think they can really complain if we go in towards them. Okay, Anointed Procession is cool. We're going to go down to no cards in hand, but we just get Atla Palani and Anointed Procession down this turn, I dare say. So if we attack in like that, I think that's 18 damage, which is 36 with the double strike. So Goring Ceratops does trigger, giving our other creatures double strike. This does have double strike itself as well. So there we go, knocking them down to -1. And we'll get through to the second main phase, casting Atla Palani here. Shove a plus counter on it because it already has haste effectively from the 1000-year elixir. Once again, the Thornbite staff going straight onto the Palani. And then with the Yavimaya coming into play, we've got 6 mana available to us, which means we can go for Anointed Procession, might as well. We'll get down a couple of egg tokens either way. And we are officially empty-handed, so if anyone else can wipe the board, we will end up with a couple of dinosaurs still. We'll likely have Zatalpa still in play. Yeah, we just have to hope to end the game within the next few turns, really. Next player to take out is the Tazri player because they have the most cards in hand. Only 1 card in hand for the Orzhov player over here. See Nylea Keen-Eyed, followed by Svella Ice Shaper. Yeah, that's a really good one. Only ran this in a game once, I think, but yeah, I was impressed with it. So going round to Orzhov Advocist triggering now. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player can put 2 plus counters on a creature they control. If they do, creatures that player controls can't attack you or a planeswalker you control until the next turn. Well, we won't bother with that because we do need to attack them next turn, seeing as how this player has just screwed them over by scooping. I don't know why you wouldn't just wait for a board wipe here. Like, as an Orzhov player, they're likely to have a board wipe. Something like a Farewell would really screw us here. Right, so... yeah, not much point in worrying about the whole untap thing with Atla Palani. A creature did just die there, rightly trying to draw into new cards with Vampiric Rites. If we had more mana, we'd obviously really like to see Atla Palani untap into the Thornbite Staff. Might be that we see a scoop from our opponent here, thanks to not having any removal available to them. Sacrificing the Orzhov Advocist, going for something else, not sure what they can get for only 2 mana. And just playing out a land, I think, and a Swiftfoot Boots, so yeah, didn't get into anything apparently, deciding to scoop it there. Not the most satisfying win for us. We were drawing into Ripjaw Tyrant, and then, yeah, hopefully would have bypassed all of this to get into the next creature. And we had a lot of things to bypass in order to get to the next creature from our egg, but it would have been a good one in Carnage Tyrant. So yeah, pretty convincing one for us. We did empty our hands, so if someone had had another board wipe, like I said, we would have got some more dinosaurs off the couple of eggs we were about to make. But yeah, the turn after that, once we untap, even if we can't swing in and take out a player or two, we're just going to make way too many eggs for our opponents to deal with, I think. So hopefully you all enjoyed that one, getting back into the swing of recording after being ill. Be sure to leave it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I'm tribalkai on the EDH channel. Thank you for watching.